right, how's everybody doing? Good. My name is Billy Brown. Some of you have worked with me, some of you not. I have 45 minutes, so I'm going to kind of skip all of my normal fluff stuff and just give you, leave the potatoes away, just give you the meat today. So we're going to go into application of a Ulysses Dagger or a Dagger. Not so much flow or drills, which is important, of course, we know that. But everybody, a lot of people tend to forget that you also need the application out of things. Okay, so we're just going to work on application today a little bit and go from there. Who has done stick and dagger work? Okay, then you go. half the battle's gonna be you already got it. So the first one we're going to do, she's going to do an inside deflection. I just touched this. I know this is coming. I'm just going to step over to that side. All I want you to do is just put in your shots. Very basic right now. So I touch one. This would be hand, of course, we know this. So I touch one, this comes, whoa, it's already in. If this can reach that, fine. If not, the stick will pick it up. Does that make sense at all? Super slow motion. One, go, whoop, it's already in it. Dress, armpit, all meat is good. And then that's my shot. Any questions? One more time.
Can you slow it down?
Yeah, one. I don't want to step too much, but I also don't want to step too little. One, that bangs. Angle. Shot. This is ready. This is coming back at me. And I just put in hits afterwards. You want to try to do that?
Sure.
3 minutes. Go. Hey guys, time, real quick. Look, let me answer some questions that everybody tends to be asking. Number one, just do an inside deflection. Just like we would do with the hand, except we have the blade. Okay, so this goes here. I touch it. Okay. This low shot, first and foremost, this is a trap on the radio. This threads, I don't check with this hand. If I can check it, I can cut it. Golden rule in the system I teach. If I can block it, I can hit it. If I can check it, I can cut it. Okay, so one, block first. That's it already. And then any follow-ups you want to do, determining your system. Does that make sense at all? One more time. So I'm gonna try to go slow this time. Watch. One. This hits. Two. Hit. Okay, and then I just right now. All right, you gotta go. So, same concept. We're still doing the inside deflection. We know we can bang with it and enter. We know that. So let's kind of do some of the more if we're jammed up and we have to involve limbs with the weapon bearing limb. What I mean by limbs is if this is about as close as I want to be ever to this hand. This is getting too dang close. This is traditional. This is the way I was taught it 30 years ago almost. I get it. I understand. But sometimes you have to smother that shot. Does that make sense? So it goes one, and we're just inside deflecting right now. No disarms yet. I got those for you. So we go one with it. This comes, I press, this is inside line. See it? Turn, move, freeze. This just feeds it this. This hits inside line. I hit the brachial plexus. The brachial plexus kills the arm, but it doesn't kill the person. I had the unfortunate fortune to be forced to use my blade twice in a real self-defense situation. 20 years of working club doors, private security sector, bodyguard work for a little bit. So out of that kind of time of seeing violence a lot, that's pretty good. Each time it was ruled self-defense on my part because I attacked the arms and the hands. If I would have just cut this guy to pieces, I'd be in prison. Probably still, right? So it goes one. See, now traditionally we see, I call it a C-clamp. People can call it whatever you want. You can call it my knife or rose, but it'll still cut. So it goes here, I kill the arm, I grab it, I'm going to rail step. As I rail step, that goes right to the body. See, of course we got all of them. The cool takedowns, this wasn't a takedown class, that's tomorrow. I let her feed it back to me. Yeah, and that's my finish. See, you can do any shot you want to do. You follow me? That's the next one that we're going to do. Okay? So, from here, it goes one, I bang it, it comes immediately. I don't have the luxury of zoning. So it goes one, I have to jam it. This cuts. That's the disarm. If it comes, I'm sorry, that's a different one. Okay, you get what I'm saying though? All right, give it a go. We're gonna walk around. Who wants to say one more time? Super slow. 1, 2. This is a little long. I want to be a little more, even from here even. Beginners, I want you to cup and grab. And more advanced guys, I rarely want to take my thumb off that knife. There are times, but when the knife is in place, I don't want to make contact with this human being with the thumb raised. I want to have it on the blade, secure. Okay, one of my instructors, a good friend, Hawk Hakeem, he calls this the cancer grip. I still do it. I use it a lot. There's a time and place. The time and place is not when I'm hitting bone and hitting muscle. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it goes here. 1. Advanced guys, cup it. That would be the hit for me. And then I would just hit. But for training, I go here with it. I cup it. There's the shot. Now I wait for it to come. You can do inside deflection because that's what we know. Any questions? Different angle, one more time. All right. 1, I have to jam it. This is in. I strip it out. Yeah, this is the shot. All right, give it a go. 3 minutes. Show you this disarm on this blade. Couple things I'm gonna try to fix with you, or at least awaken your thought process. When I do these seminars, and I do a lot of them. Thank God for Guro Chad. I'm getting a lot more.
Yes. Shout out.
He invites me, so big shout out to him.
Yes, sir.
I love corresponding with great martial artists, and these instructors that he invites are top of the line in my opinion. And you guys tend to follow that suit also. Good students is just as important as good instructors, right? So when I do these, there's so many different instructors teaching so many different things. You never say there is no definites in combat. None. Out of 20 years of seeing violence, some years every night. Call those my dark years. I learned one thing real quick. You can't make a plan for it. Because what works with one person will not work with the next. So there's no definites. If one instructor calls something different, it's okay. If that's your instructor, you better call it that. If one instructor does it a different way, it's okay. That's your instructor, do with that. But at least you saw the options or the possibilities. So the knife comes low. This is it. I can do any shot I want to do from here. When I cup this or hook it, whatever you choose to do, I don't disarm from down here. This, I lose leverage, and I bring my vitals into his striking. His power arc is here. I bring this up into my workspace. This is high. This is ready to go. I bring it up to my workspace. When I teach my combative shooting course, when we're here and we go for reloads, the reload is here. The reload isn't here. It's in my workstation. I pop the reload and it's back auto target, correct? So same thing here. This is no different at all. So it goes here. I cup it. See it? Now also, turn. I never do anything passive. I'm not going to just disarm this, because great, now he's coming back at me. This is a hit. I disarm en route. The hits are always there with every disarm. Just about. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, you want to work on that one more time? 2 minutes, go. You know the knife disarmed, then you're good. All the rest is going to be what we call pasuk or entry. Those, we're going to change that. That's the way I teach. I give you kind of the ending of one, and then you kind of have a bunch of entries, so you do the same thing, just a different way each time. Okay, you sure? All right, so let's turn, freeze. If you can't see, get to where you can. I'm not a 3D image, really. I kind of, All right, so this time when I go, I thread, and then I'm going to wrap and clear that line immediately. The knife is pointing to him. All right, one more time, watch. So I can thread direct, or I can hit and thread direct. That's fine. Okay, you can play with whatever you want to do. But I go here, yeah. I clear that line immediately. But let's say I didn't monitor it. Now it's coming. I do the same concept. I can block with the arm, which I don't like to do. I want you to block with the weapon as much as possible. So watch. So it goes one, and I see it bangs the horn. This is still the shot. Okay, still the same technique. Okay, we're just doing it now with a wrapped arm. Okay, so it goes one. This is in. Look, this is into something. Okay, then that's the shot from there. And if you want to go, hit. Okay, that's the key. I got a very simple formula for weapon disarms in the street. Very simple. Hit before, hit during, hit after. If you learn that simple concept, you can make disarms work. I have pulled weapons out of aggressive people's heads. Good job, though. You look at you doing good because I know I'm light work speed. Listen, don't think of disarms as disarms. Think of disarms as pain-induced pathways to hits. If I just wrap him and I just start banging him and stressing the blade in, I don't care about the disarm. Eventually, that head's gonna open. The disarming's the arm. Never think that on the battlefield they thought, okay, let's see how many swords I can disarm. No, they thought how many heads I can lop off. It's what their thought process was, right? Same thing. I want us to, the best time to hit a man, the 3 best times. Number 1 is when he's moving backwards. He's on his heels. When he's on his heels, you take him out of
Combative structure.
combative structure. Number 2, when the head goes above the feet, you take him out of
Combative structure.
Number 3, when you got him on one leg, you take him out of combative structure. That's what all the wraps and the walking and the C-lock stuff is for. One or all of those things for that. Does that make sense? Okay, so watch. Okay, so we work the inside line. I start you with the worst. I don't want to be here because of this. Right now in this situation, I don't care about this. I don't care about this, I care about this. And this Filipino combat system shirt is on. Does that make sense? So, first thing he gives me number 1, see, I freeze. I spike it. It goes straight up. Do it again. I spike, that's a hit. I go straight. See, then I enter on him. Show different angle. Freeze. There it goes here, see? Then I enter on him. Okay? This is the entry. If you can get here, you can do the rest of this. Watch again. Well, this is a hit shot. That hits, this pins and checks, and I enter on him. Let's just get the entry, and then I'll show you how to follow up with this. Any questions? Super
May
slow.
I see that one more time?
Yes. 1, it's a very kind of sneaky. I use it with a blade more than anything, because it just hits whatever, right? Okay. So for training, obviously we use the rattan. That bangs, but when I bang it, I don't cut down like a knife. I bang and staple. Any questions? You want to get that far? Yes, sir. All right, give it a go. Yeah, sure can. In fact, I'll do it on you. Who said that? Woo, go right here, freeze. Number 1. See, I got shoot it. See, that's gonna keep going. Do it again. Yeah. See it? This pins. This covers. I rarely check. In Maglahok Collie, we are rarely checking. We're rarely out here. We have to sometimes. I'd rather cover it. This is where I'm going to thrive the most at. Is when his arms are tied. Does that make sense at all? Sure. Huh? So any questions? So I spike it, staple it, thread them both, and just stay right there. All right, go.
All right, guys. This is day 2. We are out here at the Progressive Arnis Winter Camp 2021. Mr. Chad Bailey right there. This has been what a beautiful place. Guro Brown is teaching right now, and I'm being summoned. So we'll get back to you guys soon.
Watch. Let's show this angle. So when I spike it, of course we're aiming for the hand. That's why we do rattan. That's why we trade. This is a trading tool. That's all it is. So we unscrewed my mom's table legs, no padding, with table legs. First time I learned that a stick will cut you like a knife. First time I learned that. Once you spar with a stick, and when the mystique of it is gone, there's years she will tell you, because I've been with her almost 10 years, and that was at the end there, my body couldn't do it no more. But even when I met her, I was still full contact stick sparring with nothing but eye protection at the end, because I got a little smarter. With light rattan, nothing like oak or hardwood. We're not talking about oak or hardwood, we're talking about rattan. When you do that enough, the mystique's gone, and all you know is at the end of the day, you're gonna have some pretty whelps that look like they wrap around your arm because that stick bends when it hits you. That's all that's gonna happen. You're gonna have to ice it. My body couldn't handle that kind of training now, but I did that kind of training for 20 years, okay? This is a training tool. a piece of oak or a hectagon piece of wood or a bahi, that's what we fight with. A maglite, a hammer, that's what we fight with. All right, so I spike it, and then this pins, this threads, this can do whatever I want it to do. Okay? Now, the knife can come low if it wants to. Come up, that's fine. Or the knife can come high if it wants to. Ubot, cover and hit. Okay? So we have those options. Okay, so watch. Before we even handle this stick, because I'm going to handle it, let the knife come high. This covers and hits. I want to pin this, but as soon as I do, the brachial plexus there, but then I just wrap it around and go right back to where I was going. One more time, I'll do it slow. Just handle the knife. Just the knife. This is hitting. If I get as far away from that as possible, I can. This is not ideal, by the way. It's not what I want. This is what I got to do. But as soon as I do, I'm just going to keep wrapping this thing. And then we're right back to where we were. Follow me? So the only thing we're doing different right now, we got this entry here. He comes high with it. I just straight right. I contoured up his body. You follow me? Contoured up his body. And immediately, if I could get a cut, I'd probably just stay right here and just hit. But this can go. You follow me? You want to try it? All right, this is just learning movement right now. All right, here we go. People are having problems with the scooping motion, the palo soot motion. Watch this. I'm gonna break it down really easy. Just stay right, kind of here, freeze. Knife comes high, I cover and hit. That's ideal because that cover and hit, as soon as this enters the brachial plexus, if I have to enter lethally, throat, eye, face, all meat's good meat. But I like to train the students brachial plexus. Now, this comes over. Now watch this. Everybody do this. Everybody step forward with your right hand. I want you to abanico, and then strike right in. Watch. Now watch. So it goes here. That makes sense? This is the hit, but that picks up that weapon-bearing limb from my disc. You want to try that? All right, here we go. So I was just giving a 10-minute warning. So watch. Where's my guy? Okay, so when this comes in, I staple it, thread it. This will probably kill this one. Okay, if I want to enter legally, of course it's there. I'm going to keep zoning to get away as far from this as I can. I monitor it. That's the disarm. Don't disarm with the here anymore because you have a structural problem. This is the way I was taught to do this, and then years later I'm like, that's a little scary for me. Okay? I want to just press it with the stick because then look up and come low, come high. Doesn't matter. The stick's already center line, so I can respond to it. All right, one more time. So it goes here. Yes. Monitor this. Always monitor. That may be. Yeah. I press it out. Whenever he comes, that's the shot from here. Okay. One more time. Slow with it tonight. Spike it. Staple. Call it check if you want. I hate using that term. I'm into the brachial plexus. Into the brachial plexus. I just continue to wrap it. This cuts whatever it cuts. This cuts whatever it hits. Press it. He's still not coming high enough for me to do this, so that's fine. Press it. Push me. Oh. Wanna give it a go? Yes, sir. Give it a go. 3 minutes. We get freeze. Go ahead and start snaking. Walk up like more like freeze. This one. Never just. Okay, that makes sense? Okay, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so once you disarm me, this knife comes low, and then you do the same thing. The only difference is the snake. For beginners, and I get it a lot when I conduct seminars, the disarm's not working because they're holding on to it too tight. If this knife went into their brachial plexus or their throat or their eye, you headbutt them, you thumb their eyes, you knee them in the balls, they're going to let go of that stick, I promise you, or that knife. So just remember that we're not contesting it right now. You're not sparring. Later on when you spar this, you're going to learn what works for you and what doesn't very quickly. Just let the guy complete the technique. Does that make sense? Don't fight it so much. Okay, watch. Just let it happen. Let it happen. All right, so from here, this is a very traditional one, okay? It's just fun to kind of end it on, okay? This is from Grandmaster Johnny LaCosta. So the number 1 comes, does everybody know sectors? Watch. Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3, Sector 4, Sector 5, Sector 6. This would be Sector 7. Okay, so watch. Knowing the sectors decide what disarms to do. If I did a Sector 1, what disarm? There's your snake. If I did a Sector 2, which disarms? There's your vines. If I did a Sector 5, that's your cambiatas. You can go back to whatever you want to do from there. Does that make sense? Okay, so for right here, what we're going to do, okay, when I go here, we do an angle, we do it inside deflection. Everybody knows that. We slide up to the stick. This is not a sword disarm for obvious reasons. This is probably gone. For training, I just thrust his eye. He hangs on to the stick. You see how his arm goes here? Nate, where's your knife? Load it. Set it. Yeah. So watch. See? See the thumb? See the disarm? See the disarm? See the thumb? Okay, super slow. Watch this. Watch. 1, 2. This rakes the eye, but I force it. He doesn't have any other shot. Watch. This bangs. This rips. It's already there. Okay? One more time. I know I'm down to 5 minutes now, probably. Watch. See, this hits, this strips. Anything you want to do from there. So all you got to do is get this far. Watch. And I will be around the rest of the day and night if you want to work with this with me. Hit. This hits the tibia. This hits the eye of the head. Moving past center. He threads the knife. This presses the face. This itself, but I like to lock it. This threads. This kicks the growing. See, and this comes straight out from here. You know, I just want you to follow through with your finish. Last one. You got literally 5 minutes.
Okay.
Listen, I know it was super quick, but I'm here all night. No booze allowed. We stick spar later. Okay, I'm here all night. If you want to work with this, I'm here. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I am gonna post this clip to all you guys, so that's gonna be cool. So you still gotta get it. My name is Billy Brown. This was a Maglahok collie that I just taught you. Maglahok is the name that I kind of coined. I didn't coin it, no, it's already there. I used it for what I teach because it means kind of mutt. It means a blend of things. I've had about 10 or 11 or 12 different collie instructors over the years, or Filipino martial arts instructors over the years. Heck, I kept these guys in that mix. Just watching them, I learn every day something new, which is good for me. That's why I love FMA. I train a lot of stuff, and I would consider myself okay at most of it. But FMA keeps me hungry, and it keeps me moving because I constantly learn new things every time I teach a group even. Okay? So, yeah. So, you guys did awesome. Tomorrow I'm teaching Maglahok Silat. You're going to learn a lot of off balancing, hitting the guy when he's off balance, maybe some takedowns or some chokes or something. We'll see where it goes. Awesome. Give yourself a big hand.